possession started.
Hey guys, thought I'd do a quick game of Madden 16. Can't do a commentary right now, so.
And with that kick, we're underway. He's got a chance to return this one. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. Here comes a Super Bowl MVP quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, one of the best arms in the National Football League. In my opinion, probably the best thrower of the football.
Lacy lines up in the backfield. First down at the 24. As we take a look at the offense, Jordy Nelson seems to get better every year in this league.
Jordy Nelson has been a solid player for this Green Bay offense over the last few years. Fast, big, can really go up and get those catches when defensive backs are draped all over.
Looking to go down the field here. Tries to get the feet down, but this will be ruled incomplete. In the secondary, keep an eye today on William Gay out of Louisville.
Yeah, he has proven to Jim he's a versatile defensive back, and that's what you need. A guy that's hung around, he's got experience and talent.
The Packers take it from the 23. Rodgers going to take off with it. Wants to go deep. Two hands on the football and has the catch. Rodgers making things happen outside the pocket that time, Phil.
Aaron Rodgers, he can do everything, Jim. There's no weakness in his football game, able to get outside. And when he moves outside the pocket, look out, he is looking to make a big play.
And they depth the quarterback.
When you talk about a blitz on the defensive side, it's all about timing. Disguise it to the last second and time up the snap of the football. They did it that time, and they get the sack on the QB.
Hit as he throws it. Third down following the incompletion. Rodgers lined up, two tight ends set. Gay nearly comes up with the pick on that pass.
The Packers really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's third and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
This will be a long one for three. And it's a fake field goal. Looking long. Mitchell nearly coming away with an interception. The quarterback, already the winner of 2 Super Bowl titles and competed in a third, Ben Roethlisberger, who has the credentials to one day land in Canton, Ohio.
Ben Roethlisberger, his nickname, of course, is Big Ben, and he deserves it. He is one big dude playing the quarterback position, a terrific thrower, and moves around and makes plays.
From the shotgun. Very nearly intercepted. Emerged as quite a find after being drafted in the 4th round out of Clemson. Right away in his rookie year, making plays and finding the end zone often was Martavis Bryant.
Another Clemson wide receiver. People forgot about him because Sammy Watkins was one of his teammates, but he has the size and the speed, and he makes a great target for any quarterback.
Now looking at third down. The Steelers still driving as the second quarter gets underway. It'll be third down. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. He's drilled as he throws.
The Steelers don't have a lot of options on third and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
And that punt is going out of bounds. They are not going to allow them to return it. Packers back out there on offense. Their last drive, they had 4th down on their own side of midfield. They decided to go for it. Instead of punting the football away, we both are wondering why.
Oh, man, some people just never learn. They keep going for it.
And intercepted. They bring him to the turf.
Shazier is able to show off those great hands and picking off that pass from the linebacker position. What a job and what a pair of hands.
The Steelers offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had, what a catch, touchdown. Early in the second quarter, and they've staked themselves to the lead with that touchdown.
Yeah, listen, don't start looking at that scoreboard, though. It's too early in the game. You just got to keep playing. Don't worry about winning and losing, but it's nice to be on top.
The Steelers getting set for the kickoff. Hyde's going to test the coverage this time. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The defense marching back out there for this next possession, and what's been a stellar first half for them, and thanks in no small part to the man you're looking at right there.
Well, I like what this defense has done so far in the game and what they have shown. You know, on the defensive side, it's always about energy, but they have shown tremendous discipline. Nice job that time by the runner. Gets out of bounds after the play. You got under 2 minutes, and you need to stop the clock, so he gets it done.
First down at the 49. And Rodgers will hand it off. That's a gain of 8.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
To the ground. They'll mark him at the 41.
Lacy is trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
Here they come to the 41-yard line. They call his name again. Mitchell's in on the tackle. First down here after the run. The Packers are at the line of scrimmage and loading up that line with an extra tight end. Into the open. And Gaze in on the tackle. The Packers call a timeout. Their first. It's first down as they head to the line. Lacy lines up in the backfield. Rodgers going to take off with it. And he'll step out. That leads us to second down. Nelson's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it. The Packers with a little uncertainty, so they take a timeout here before third down. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Rodgers will have it in the pistol. Third down at 5. Rodgers on the move. The Packers get a first down. The Packers call a timeout here. They have 0 timeouts remaining. This will be the 8th play of this drive. The Steelers with a nickel look here on defense. So first and goal to go. Throws the pass. Rings it in for the score in the end zone. Heading toward halftime, and the complexion of this game certainly has changed as they've now tied it up with the touchdown.
Yeah, when you're tied up at halftime, you don't know how to look at it sometimes. Are we doing great, or are we not playing well enough to be winning? So each team, each coach has to go in there at halftime and give his team some new ideas. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24.
And that wraps up the first half here at the home of the Cheeseheads. We'll take a quick break at halftime and return shortly for the start of the third quarter. Todman will run this one out. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Steelers come out onto the field, now looking to get something positive going here to take the lead in this game, Phil, as we start the second half.
Yeah, they would like to do that. Of course, you always want to take the lead, but when you get into the second half and you get on top, man, that starts to put the pressure on the other team. So that's their thinking. I think they will come out here and be very aggressive to start the second half.
He's brought to a halt. That's his first reception today.
What a nice throw and catch that time, but here just shows you why you want to have a lot of speed on the defensive side. So when you make a mistake, what do? You make up for it by chasing the player down from behind and making the tackle.
Bell's brought down after picking up 6 on this play.
If I'm on the defense and the offense is this close to scoring, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am sending everybody. I am going to gamble that it is a run. If they have the courage to throw
Into the end zone for the touchdown.
Oh, man, the defense is going to be mad about this. They were thinking run. They had the defense called. It was right, but they're not able to stop the surge by the offensive line, and they let the running back get in there for the TD.
Bryant's over on the sidelines, probably still getting some praise for that last drive. He had over 70 yards receiving on that scoring drive. Takes it from the 4, and here we go. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Packers have gone up top all day, Phil. Rodgers been showing off that cannon he has for an arm.
Yeah, he's got it all, doesn't he? When you watch him throw the football down the field, you can see the arm strength, but the biggest thing is you can see that wonderful touch on the football. He is laying that football in there right on the money.
The Steelers' defense now is going to go nickel. And the flag is down.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Well, Phil, he scrambled around, and then he moved past the line of scrimmage when he made that throw.
You know, all you have to do, Jim, as long as some part of your body is at or behind the line of scrimmage when the football leaves your hand, that's legal. That time, easy to see, quarterback way past the line of scrimmage.
That's his first reception today.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
Rodgers' completion percentage, 50% on the day. The Packers line up in the pistol. The Packers take it from the 33. And it's swatted away. Late in the third, and it's the defense that steps up to make the stop.
Yeah, this defense is playing well at every level. Defensive line, linebackers, and the defensive backs all doing their job, and that's why they're in such good position in this game.
The Steelers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Lacey lines up in the backfield. Rodgers going to take off with it. Jones is going to pull in the bullet pass.
Packers, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
The defense gets the sack.
What a good job by the defense, able to pressure the quarterback here with under 2 minutes to go and get that sack. Boy, that's asking a lot of your defense, but they get it done.
Makes the catch in open space.
I think it's important for the defense. Anytime it's a third and long situation for the offense to know where those first down markers are, give a little ground, and make sure you're able to come up and make the tackle short of the first down marker.
That ball is rifled to Randall Cobb, who makes the catch.
Jim, this is a situation where I think the odds are on your side, and you go for it. That's what I think. Here it is, fourth quarter, you're down, you're near midfield, fourth and short. I think you got a very good chance of getting this. I would go for it, but we'll see what the coach decides.
And Starks is taking the handoff. Brought down at the 38. The Packers call a timeout and are left now with only one. First down, pressure on every snap now. Aaron Rodgers out to James Jones. Third catch today so far.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
First and goal from the 5. Breaks the plane. Touchdown. They're able to punch it across for the apparent tying touchdown here in the final 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's nice to have an offensive line. It's tough and powerful. So when you get in these situations, you don't have to trick the defense. You just line up and run it over.
Been a great game up to this point, all tied, and may still have some time for some more fireworks in the final stages here. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Steelers looking for a repeat of their last drive as they get set for this next one. They got to the end zone on that possession, but of course immediately gave those points right back.
Jim, on the offensive side, everything is clicking. The quarterback's hot. The offensive line's doing an awesome job. Receivers getting open. The running backs running hard. It is fun to watch.
The Steelers will need to get to the 37-yard line in order to give their kicker a chance at the field goal. Ben Roethlisberger takes a look down from under center. So here in overtime, the rules change. If you receive the ball first and get a touchdown, the game is over. However, if you take the ball down on your first drive and only manage a field goal, the other team will have a chance to tie or win the game. And if both teams get field goals on their opening drives, the next team to score from there will win the game. The Steelers defense, where was it the last time? They could not stop the pass.
Well, they were trying. I mean, they were working as hard as they could, but, hey, this group they're going against on offense, they're pretty good.
Second down coming up. Gets the handle here. Away from the ball, there's a flag down on the field.
Offense.
The defense accepts the penalty. Aaron Rodgers back off the line, shotgun formation. Launching it deep. What a catch. One-handed. Mitchell's there to take him down.
Nelson's got a pair of grippers, and of course by that I mean hands. They are big, they are strong, and you need those to make that one-handed catch.
Rodgers from the shotgun. Pass is made, but the hit knocked Knocks the ball out. Incomplete.
Nelson's really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player.
Rodgers on the move. The Packers now move the chains.
We know so much about Aaron Rodgers. We always talk about his throwing arm, but how about this? The fact that when you force him out of the pocket, he is terrific throwing the football on the run, right on target with that throw.
Takes the hit and throws. Coming to the line at the 32. The Steelers lined up in the nickel. 2nd down and 10. They'll run it here. Harrison's able to read that play and make the hit.
In a situation like this, 3rd and long, if you're the defense, catch them by surprise and blitz.
It's 3rd down coming up. The Packers come to the line with a bunch set. Jones has got the catch and the first.
On their offensive play sheet, they don't have many plays for 3rd and long situations, but that is a really nice job that time by the offense, the quarterback. They pick up the 1st down. That'll get you going.
Has Nelson. And bringing him down, it's Lawrence Timmons. The Packers will take a second here to talk things over as they call a timeout on 2nd down. This will be the 8th play of this drive. 2nd and 2. Rodgers going to take off with it. The ball is fumbled.
Nice job that time by the offense getting the 1st down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm, because you've got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
That timeout might be very useful for the offense. They're now ready to go. They immediately call for a timeout. Chip shot here. And he converts here on the field goal drive.
Jim, that was a good job that time by the defense. They were bending, they did not break, and all they did was give up a field goal.
And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. This one had to go past regulation. A little overtime game it was, decided by a field goal.
Well, I guess the phrase, that stinking kicker choked, that will not apply today, because that was a clutch kick at the right moment.
So for Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.
Okay, guys, so we won that game by a field goal. We went into overtime, and really? Okay, so guys, we went into overtime, and it was a very, very strong game, and it was tough. I had to run all pro, 2 minutes a quarter, and we actually won that game, so I hope you guys enjoyed.